Imagine a continent spanning over 30 million square kilometers, a landmass so vast you could fit the United States, China, India, and most of Europe inside it, and still have room to spell. This is Africa, home to 1.4 billion people, 54 nations, and some of the most complex military histories on earth. For decades, African armies were dismissed, underfunded, overlooked, written off in global military rankings as afterthoughts compared to the powers of Europe, Asia, and North America. But something is shifting, something dramatic. Today, African nations are spending billions on defense. They are acquiring fighter jets, building naval fleets, developing domestic arms industries, and feeding armies that have seen more real combat experience than most Western forces. The question is no longer whether Africa has military power. The question is, who has the most? Welcome to Africa's Iron Fist, a documentary that ranks the top military powers on the African continent, backed by data, history, and hard facts. By the end of this documentary, you will see Africa's armed forces in a completely new light. Before we reveal the rankings, it is important to understand how military power is measured. We use the same framework applied by global defense analysts and institutions such as the Global Firepower Index, the International Institute for Strategic Studies (IISS), and the Stockholm International Peace Research Institute (SIPRI). Our rankings consider 6 key factors, including total active military personnel and reserve forces, defense budget and annual military spending, air power, the number and quality of fighter jets, helicopters and transport aircraft, land power, tanks, armored vehicles and artillery systems, naval power, warships, submarines and patrol vessels, finally nuclear capability and strategic deterrence. One important note, size alone does not determine ranking. A smaller, well-funded, well-equipped army can outperform a larger but under-resourced force. Strategy, training, and technology matter enormously. Rank 5. Ethiopia, the ancient warrior state. Ethiopia is one of the oldest nations on earth, a country that famously resisted European colonization at the Battle of Adwa in 1896, defeating Italian forces in a victory that shocked the world and inspired the generations of Africans. That warrior spirit still lives in Ethiopia's military today. Ethiopia's armed forces number approximately 138,000 active military personnel, with hundreds of thousands more in reserve. The country's defense budget sits at around $1 billion annually, modest by global standards, but significant in the African context. The Ethiopian Air Force operates a fleet that includes Su-27 flanker fighter jets, Russian-built aircraft designed to establish air superiority. Their ground forces are equipped with T-72 tanks, BM-21 rocket artillery, and a wide variety of infantry weapon systems. Ethiopia's military is one of the most battle-hardened on the continent. The 1998 to 2000 Eritrea-Ethiopia War was one of the largest conventional conflicts in Africa's modern history, involving trench warfare, tank battles, and aerial dogfights. More recently, Ethiopian forces fought an intense internal conflict in the Tigray region between 2020 and 2022, a war that tested and reshaped their military doctrine in real time. The lessons learned from these wars, painful as they were, have produced a force with genuine combat experience that no training exercise can replicate. Rank 4. South Africa, the technological power. South Africa holds a position in the global military history that many people do not know about. During the apartheid era, South Africa developed one of the most sophisticated domestic arms industries in the world, including a covert nuclear weapons program that was voluntarily dismantled in 1989, making South Africa the only country in history to develop and then willingly destroy its own nuclear arsenal. Today, The South African National Defence Force, or SANDF, maintains approximately 73,000 active personnel. The defense budget is approximately $3 billion, one of the highest on the continent. What makes South Africa stand apart is not quantity, but quality and domestic production. The South African Air Force operates the JAS-39 Gripen, a Swedish-built fourth-generation fighter jet that is among the most advanced combat aircraft on the African continent. The armored vehicle fleet includes the Louis Cat, an 8-wheeled armored fighting vehicle. However, South Africa's military has faced serious budget cuts and institutional challenges in recent years, which is why, despite its technological edge, it ranks fourth rather than higher.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to assure you that the Nigerian Army remains committed to the security and well-being of our nation.
Rank 3. Nigeria, the sleeping giant. Nigeria, the most populous nation in Africa with over 220 million people, Africa's largest economy, and a military that for most of its history has been a dominant force in West African security, for better and for worse. The Nigerian Armed Forces consist of approximately 135,000 active military personnel. Nigeria's defense budget has grown significantly in recent years, reaching approximately $4.5 billion in 2023, driven by the ongoing security challenges the country faces internally and regionally. The Nigerian Air Force operates Alpha jets, F-7N-I fighters, and a growing fleet of attack helicopters, including the Mi-35. Nigeria also recently took a delivery of a 29 Super Tucano aircraft from the United States. Light attack aircraft specifically designed for counter-insurgency operations. Nigeria is the backbone of ECOWAS, the economic community of West African states, and has historically deployed its forces across the region. Nigerian troops participated in peacekeeping operations in Liberia, Sierra Leone, and Darfur, often serving as the primary stabilizing force when West Africa descended into conflict. Nigeria's biggest military challenge is domestic. The Boko Haram insurgency in the northeast, active since 2009, and the separatist pressures in the southeast have stretched the Nigerian military resources. Nevertheless, Nigeria's combination of size, budget, combat experience, and regional influence firmly secures its place in the top 3. Rank 2. Algeria, the North African fortress. Algeria, a country that many outside Africa rarely think about when discussing military power, and that is precisely how Algeria prefers it. Quietly, systematically, Algeria has built one of the most powerful and well-equipped military forces on the African continent. The Algerian People's National Army, known as the ANP, fields approximately 130,000 active personnel, with over 300,000 in the reserve. But the number that truly sets Algeria apart is its defense budget, approximately $9 billion annually. This makes Algeria the highest military spender on the African continent by a significant margin. What does $9 billion buy? A formidable air force operating Su-30 MKA flanker jets, among the most advanced fighter aircraft in all of Africa, a vast fleet of T-90 and T-72 main battle tanks, S-300 surface-to-air missile systems, Kilo-class submarines capable of operating in the Mediterranean, and a growing drone program. Algeria's military identity was forged during its brutal War of Independence against France, fought from 1954 to 1962. That 8-year guerrilla war, which cost over 1 million Algerian lives, produced a military and a political culture that takes national security with the utmost seriousness. Algeria has maintained a strict non-intervention foreign policy, meaning it rarely deploys forces beyond its borders. This has kept its military fresh, well-rested, and focused on defense rather than stretched thin by foreign adventures. With the Sahel region increasingly unstable and Algeria bordering Mali, Niger, and Libya, that posture may be tested in the coming years. Rank 1, Egypt, the undisputed giant. And so we arrive at the apex, the undisputed number 1 military power on the African continent, Egypt. Though Egypt's military history is not measured in decades, it is measured in millennia. The armies of ancient Egypt conquered empires. In the modern era, Egypt has fought multiple wars against Israel in 1948, 1956, 1967, and 1973. It has participated in the Gulf War. It has battled internal insurgencies in the Sinai Peninsula for over a decade. Egypt's military has been tested repeatedly, and it has evolved accordingly. The Egyptian armed forces are the largest military in Africa and among the largest in the world. Active military personnel number approximately 440,000, with a reserve force of over 479,000. This means Egypt can theoretically mobilize nearly 1 million soldiers. Egypt's defense budget is approximately $11 billion annually, the highest on the continent, and the equipment that the budget has purchased is extraordinary. Egypt operates F-16 Fighting Falcons and Rafale fighter jets, 4th-generation aircraft acquired from France in a landmark 2015 deal that sent a clear signal about Egypt's ambitions. The Egyptian Navy operates Mistral-class amphibious assault ships, frigates, submarines, and one of the largest fleets on the Mediterranean and the Red Sea. The ground forces deploy over 4,000 tanks, including upgraded M1A1 Abrams, making Egypt one of the top tank operators in the world. Perhaps no other factor better explains Egypt's military investment than geography. Egypt controls the Suez Canal, the waterway through which approximately 12 to 15% of global trade passes every year. Protecting that canal is not just a national interest, it is an obligation with global consequences. Any threat to the Suez is a threat that the entire world notices. Egypt's military is not just Africa's strongest, it is a genuine regional power with international reach, modern equipment, and the budget to sustain it. It is Africa's iron fist. Before we conclude, several nations deserve recognition. Morocco ranks close behind Egypt and Algeria with a well-funded military French and American equipment, including F-16s and a strong loyal gendarmerie. Angola has invested heavily in its military since the end of its civil war in 2002, with a growing budget and the Soviet-era equipment being modernized. Kenya has become a significant regional security partner, deploying forces in Somalia through the African Union mission and investing in its army, air force, and small but capable navy. Rwanda's small but extraordinarily well-organized military has earned international respect for its discipline, effectiveness, and peacekeeping contribution in the Democratic Republic of Congo and beyond. Africa's military landscape is changing faster than most of the world realizes. Defense budgets are growing, domestic arms industries are being established, Pan-African security frameworks like the African Union Standby Force are taking shape, slowly but deliberately. The challenges are real. Insurgencies, coups, border disputes, and resource conflicts continue to destabilize parts of the continent, but the response to those challenges is also real. Armies being reformed, equipped, and trained at a pace not seen in generations. What you have seen today is not a continent of weakness, it is a continent in transformation, a continent that for centuries was the target of external military forces and is now building the capacity to defend itself, project stability, and increasingly shape its own destiny. Egypt, Algeria, Nigeria, South Africa, Ethiopia, these are not footnotes in global military history, they are the vanguard of a new chapter. Africa's iron fist is tightening, and the world is beginning to take notice. If this documentary opened your eyes and kept you inspired, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more powerful stories.